Okay, so we are starting chapter number 4, that is Excel functions. What exactly, first of all, what is Excel? Excel is basically a spreadsheet software developed by Microsoft. Means it's a paid application or a paid software. It is not free of cost available because the term Microsoft is saying that it's a paid software. It allows all the users to organize, format, and calculate data across the worksheet. In one Excel sheet, we can see uh, different types of worksheet. There are so many different types of different worksheets available in the Excel. You can open all those worksheets. You can write your content over there. Uh, so all the worksheets make combine. When we combine all the worksheets, it makes a spreadsheet. Okay, so what exactly this worksheet is? Now, what do we mean by this worksheet? And what is the difference between a spreadsheet and a worksheet? Spreadsheet is basically the whole Excel page. Whenever you will open Excel, the whole page, including everything, is a spreadsheet. And worksheet is only a single page. Like everybody can see my screen, and here I have pasted one Excel sheet in which I have 8th class worksheet, 7th class worksheet, 9th worksheet, 10th worksheet, and sheet 1. Similarly, I can create more sheets also. There is no limit. I can create n number of sheets. So these sheets are known as worksheets. And the whole page or the whole appearance of this complete sheet is known as a spreadsheet. So what exactly this worksheet is? It's an intersection of rows and columns. Intersection means where they are linked. Intersection of rows and columns. Now, what are rows and what are columns? Columns are A, B, C, D. Everybody can see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on. These are the columns of the worksheet. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the rows of a worksheet. So wherever a column and a row merge or intersect with each other, it forms a cell. Like suppose if I talk about B and column B and row 2, then this cell forms. And so it means cell is an intersection of the area where a column and a row is getting intersected. So this is a cell, and every cell in a worksheet has an address. Like what will be the address of this cell? The address of this cell will be B2. If I talk about this cell, then what will be the address? Everybody, I hope everybody can see my cursor.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what will be the address of this cell? D6, because it belongs to column D and row 6. So the address will be D6. So I think worksheet and spreadsheet, the difference between both is clear. Now next slide. Let us move to the next slide. Okay, few students are asking some questions. Shagun is saying a vibration is coming from my side. Is it so? A vibration is coming?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tanushri is
Yes,
saying, ma'am,
ma'am.
can you send the
Yes,
PDF
ma'am.
of book on WhatsApp? Tanushri, I cannot send the PDF of book on WhatsApp because I also don't have the PDF of a book. I also have the hard copy of the book. Next, how many cells are there in Yash is asking total how many cells are there. Yash, it totally depends upon the version of Microsoft Excel which you are using. As the version keeps on changing, the number of cells, the number of columns, and the number of rows will keep on increasing. Okay, so let us move to the next slide. Okay, what are the advantages of using the spreadsheet? Why we are not doing the work with why can't we do our work without spreadsheet? Why do we require only worksheets? First is it is efficient to use work. Efficient, how it makes your work efficient. Suppose if I have to write numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, then I will write only 1, 2, 3 and I will drag my mouse. Automatically it will fill the series for the upcoming numbers. So it is efficient way of doing work. Next is easy formatting. Easy formatting. Now, let me give you a example of each one of this. Efficient. How it is efficient. Like suppose if I write Monday, then in the next one I'll write Tuesday. And now if I'll select both and bring my cursor to the bottom right corner, when it will convert to a plus sign, you can drag it at this time and automatically rest of the days names will come. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Automatically it will come. So it's an efficient manner of doing the work. That is why we are using Excel. Next is easy formatting. Easy formatting means, now suppose if I'll change the font size or the font color of Monday, and then I want to copy the same color and the same font for rest of the names, then what I need to do, I don't have to again do the setting. I will just click on the text from where I want to copy, then go to Format Painter button and then select the area where you want the same formatting. Now everything is appearing same. So it is an easy way of doing the formatting. Next is preset functions. Preset functions means we already have predefined functions in Excel using which we can perform the calculations very easily. For example, if I want to calculate the sum of two numbers like 1005 and 20 whatever it is. Now if I want to calculate the sum of these two numbers, if manually I will do, it will take at least 1 or 2, 3 minutes. But here what I can do, I can write a formula and automatically it will calculate the sum of these two numbers. So we are having predefined functions in Excel using which we can use it effectively. Next is graphical display of data. Graphical display of data means, suppose if I have created a table, I can convert that table to a picturestic way. I can draw a graph of that, and we have many different types of graphs. I can draw any type of graph for that. Later we will see how to create graphs in this chapter. But right now, let us move forward first. Okay, we are starting from formulas and functions in MS Excel now.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Some kind of vibration is coming from your side.
Yes, ma'am.
That vibration
Yes,
is
ma'am.
because of my system is getting heated. So I have on my AC. Most probably within 5 to 10 minutes, it will remove automatically, get corrected.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So are you able to listen to me properly now?
Ma'am, your
Ma'am, I want
clear.
Ma'am, I want to ask
Only one will speak. Oh,
Ma'am,
yes,
I want to
ma'am.
ask you something.
Okay, Anushka, you just speak.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear? Am I audible to everyone properly? Or
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
Your voice
disturbing a
is
lot?
clear, but the vibration is loud. Excuse me,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
your voice is clear, but the vibration sound is coming.
Okay, no
Yes,
problem. It
ma'am.
will automatically get corrected after 5 to 10 minutes.
See, ma'am. Ma'am, I want you, in the Excel sheet you have write in short form Monday for Monday you have written MON
You can write the
and
full
for
form
Tuesday.
also. Yes, you can write
Ma'am,
the full
if
form.
we write full form, then when we drag them, so
Drag,
it
then
will
full
come.
forms will come. Yes, then full forms will come.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Yash is asking, ma'am, 2016 version number of cell latest. Yash, I'm not having 2016 version right now. So you can, if you want to refer to 2016 version, you can install it on your system. Okay, so let us move forward. Now, we have different types of cell referencing. While writing formula, we have different types of cell referencing. These are the three different types of cell. Who is this? Just mute yourself. First is relative reference, second is absolute reference, and third is mixed referencing. Now, what is relative reference? Relative reference is basically when a formula is copied from one part of worksheet to another, then the cell address of the cell changes relative to where it has been copied. It means all of you switch off your audios. For example, here I have calculated the sum of two numbers. Now suppose here I have few different numbers. Now what will happen if I copy this content? I'm just pressing Control plus C here, and I'm pasting it here, Control plus V. Even after copy and paste, the digits are changed. Why it is changed? Because of relative referencing. Relative referencing means here it is not copying the digits, it is copying the formula, and the formula is get copied over here, and according to the values it is changing the value of this cell. Is it clear to everyone? This type of referencing is known as relative referencing, where formula will automatically get changed according to the place where it has get copied. This is relative reference. Next is absolute referencing. Absolute referencing means where the formula will not change even if you will get copied to any other place. For example, now suppose this is the formula. I will explain you the formula later. You just see the way I am writing the formula. Suppose here I have inserted a formula like this, and if I put a dollar sign in front of E and 3 also, similarly in the next cell address also, before E and before 4, I have inserted a dollar sign in front of every cell address, even before the column and row, both. Now press enter. Now I am going to insert a different digit over here. Now copy the same formula, Control plus C, and paste it over here, Control plus V. Now this time when I have copied the cell, the same figures are coming. It is not changing according to the numbers which is written above. Why it is not changing? Because now the formula is absolute formula. Earlier it was relative. Relative means it was changing according to the address of the cell where it has get copied. But right now, because I have used the dollar sign in front of every cell, every row and column, now it becomes an absolute address. So it means if I copy it anywhere, it will not get changed. It will remain as it is. Now the third type of referencing is mixed referencing. What is mixed referencing? In mixed referencing, we can either change a row or a column. Means if you are changing a row, then column will remain fixed, or if you are changing a column, then row will remain fixed. Now how we will use it? See, now I am going to remove dollar sign from E, but not from 3 and 4. Now I am going to copy it. First write few other digits. Now I'm going to copy it, Control plus C, Control plus V. Now see what happens. Automatically it is calculating the new result. Why it is calculating the new result? Because dollar sign was not there in front of E. It means if I'll copy this formula, automatically it will change to H. It will not remain E now. यहाँ पे देखो, if we will see here, E के अभी भी यहाँ पर सेल का जो एड्रेस है, this is E. This is E even in this cell because it is absolute referencing. But यहाँ पर अगर हम देखेंगे, now the address is H because it is copied to the column H. It is no more in column E. So this type of referencing is mixed referencing. Am I clear to everyone?
In relative.
Relative का एक बार दोबारा देख लेते हैं. Now see what happens in relative. In relative, we don't have any dollar sign in front of anything. We are just copying and pasting. When we are doing copying and pasting, automatically it will change the column as well as row. यहाँ पर था E3 plus E4 और यहाँ पे जब हमने copy करा, then it becomes F3 and F4. Now suppose I have to calculate the digits like this and I have to calculate the sum here. Now same formula I will copy, Control plus C and Control plus V. It is not calculating, so sorry, I have to write it like this. Now here I am calculating the sum of these two numbers. I have to copy the formula here and paste it here. Automatically the formula will get changed. See what changes we can see in the formula. Earlier it was E3 plus E4 and now here it is G7 plus G8. Automatically it has changed the name of the column as well as the name of the row. So this is relative referencing where column name and row name both are automatically getting changed according to the cell where we are copying the formula. Next is absolute referencing. In absolute referencing, I don't want the formula to get changed. मैं चाहती हूँ कि same to same formula with same column with same row should get copied over there wherever I'm getting pasted. So in that case, you have to put a dollar sign in front of E and in front of 3. Similarly, in front of again E and again 4. So here, when I'll copy this type of formula, the exactly same digit will come because the whole formula will get copied without any change. This is absolute referencing. मतलब कोई change नहीं हुआ. Relative references में पूरा change हुआ है. Absolute reference में कोई change नहीं हुआ. Next is mixed reference. Mixed reference में आपका column change हो रहा है, but row नहीं change हो रही. तो इसलिए हमने relative के लिए क्या किया? For relative referencing, what we are doing, we are putting a dollar sign in front of 3 and in front of 4, but we are not putting it in front of H. All of you mute yourself. Sakshi, Bhavya, Nidhi, Bhavya. So in this, we are now if I'll copy this formula, the rows will change. Sorry, the columns will change, but the rows will not change. Now suppose if I'll copy the same formula here, इसने क्या किया? इसने कॉलम को चेंज कर दिया. कॉलम G हो गया है now, but rows चेंज नहीं करी. Rows 3 और 4 ही रहेंगी. So it is calculating the sum of these two numbers only. Am I clear to everyone now? What is the difference
Yes,
between
ma'am.
different
Yes,
types of referencing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let us move forward now. Now today in this chapter we have to learn how to apply different types of formula. Okay, now first learn how to calculate the sum of two numbers. Suppose I'm having few numbers. I'm creating a table like roll number. Then we have three subjects marks: English, Hindi, and maths. Roll number 1. Let's suppose it is out of 25 only, or let us take it out of 100. So it is I'm taking only 3 students. Okay, I'm taking only 2 students. Here, suppose I have to calculate the total. Now, how to calculate the total or sum, you can say. For that, you have to write a function. It is a predefined function of Excel, and the name of the function is sum function. So you will put an equals to sign and then write sum. Then start the bracket. Now you have to write the address of the first cell from where you have to start calculating. From where we have to start calculating, what is the address of the first cell? Harsh will tell. What is the address of the first cell? Okay, Soumya, unmute yourself and tell me.
Ma'am, B2.
B2, very good. Okay, so here we will write B2, then put a colon sign, 2 dots, that is a colon sign, and now we have to write the address of the last cell. What is the address of the last cell?
D2.
D2. Okay. Write D2 and now close the bracket and press enter. Now it is the total of all these 3 numbers. So this is the formula for sum, for calculating sum. The function is, the name of the function is SUM sum. This is how we can calculate total. Now suppose I have a list of 100 students, then I need not to do this calculation or write this formula again and again. What I need to, I just need to bring my cursor to the bottom right corner. When my cursor will change to a plus sign, at that time I have to drag it. Automatically, because of the relative referencing, it will change the address of the next cell accordingly, and the resultant of the next cell will appear. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is, after calculating total, next is count function. Count function is used to count how many total marks are there. Suppose roll number 1 has not appeared in Hindi exam, so there is no marks over here. I'm deleting, roll number 2 is not having any marks over here in Hindi. He was absent, suppose. Now, count function. How to write the count function? Go to the formula bar and write the formula equals to count, bracket start, then again the address of the first cell, then put a colon sign and the address of the last cell,
D2.
and bracket close, enter. This is count 3. Now if I drag it, the count will be 2, because in the next row we have only 2 subjects marks. This is count function. Next is maximum and min function. Max function and min function. Now how to write the max function? Equals to max, bracket start, again first cell, colon sign, the last cell, bracket close,
D2.
enter. This is the maximum marks of the child. Roll number 1 has scored 90 marks as a maximum marks. Similarly, how to calculate min? Equals to min, bracket start, address of the first cell, colon sign, and address of the last cell, bracket close, enter. So this is the minimum marks secured by roll number 1 and roll number 2. Now suppose I want to calculate who has secured the maximum marks in English. Suppose I have a list of 100 students and I want to check what is the maximum marks of English. Then here I will apply the formula for max, MAX, bracket start, cell of the address of the first cell, then colon sign and address of the last cell. Bracket close, enter. 89. Now suppose I am entering 2 more students here in the list. I'm just entering the marks of these 2 students. Let us make it 90 now. Now we have to change the formula first. Address of the first cell is okay, but the address of the last cell is not fine. So we have to correct it and make it B5 and enter. Now it is correct and it is calculating the correct answer also. Max is 90. 90 is the maximum marks of English. Similarly, you can calculate now total, count, maximum, minimum, and there is one more, that is average.
Average.
How to calculate average? Same formula you have to apply, equals to average, bracket start, the range will come in the bracket and enter. This is the average of 3 subjects of roll number 1. Similarly, this is the average of 2 subjects because one paper he has not given. So this is the average of 2 subjects of roll number 2. Am I clear to everyone? All the formulas?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
ma'am. So today I am winding up this class here only.
Ma'am,
And
percentage.
we will do in the next class. Today I am winding up this class here and I am giving you a question as a homework in which you have to calculate total, count, maximum, minimum and average of 5 students of 5 subjects. It means you have to roll number, you have to enter 5 students record, roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 5 different subjects, English, Hindi, Math, Science, SST or computer, any 5 subjects you can take. Then calculate total, count, maximum, minimum and average of all the subjects. Clear? This is your homework for today.
And we have to write total and count also.
Yes, you have to write, you have to apply all the formulas. Total, count, maximum, minimum and average.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, who is our English teacher?
Yamini ma'am will teach you English this time. Okay, and is that vibrating sound still coming?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
Ma'am, ID and password has come for next class. Can we join that class?
Yes, you can join that class and for the next time, just make sure कि आपके पास headphones या earphones होने चाहिए so that you can listen properly and clearly. Okay, so I'm winding up class here now.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.